I am high on drugs.
A looks slimmer, B looks thicker. Let's go B for now. Can I go back? For some reason the basic server it's put me on is US East. Why? I'm crammed on a beanbag right now with my microphone on a chair and my PS5 on a little coffee table. It's a mess. First thing that jumps out to me, you can remove helmets. Man, that's like an MMO quality of life feature, isn't it? That's so good. Ah, so you can customize the HUD. Interesting. So I can remove certain parts of the HUD, the interface. Colorblind option, that's awesome. I haven't tested it myself yet, but I've heard the haptic feedback in the PS5 controllers is the first of its kind. Is that fair to say? You know, it's one of their huge new features. You can change from performance to cinematic mode. I believe performance gives you the 60 frames a second. There's also a ton of visual filters. I've heard about this. Soldier has high vitality. Knight, high strength. Hunter, highest is endurance. Priest, highest is strength and faith. Magician, high magic. High intelligence. Oh, so there's magic and intelligence in Demon Souls. Wanderer, highest stat is dexterity. Barbarian, highest stat strength and vitality. Thief, highest stat is luck and dexterity. I guess if you're a thief, you make your own luck, right? Temple Knight, highest stat is strength. Royalty class, highest stat is magic. Look at that facial rigging. Appearance. This is where it gets crazy. In terms of facial rigging and textures and detail, the models come really close to real. You can see the pores. I had this idea of just making some real characters because I thought it would reveal the limitations of the character creator. Decals are fine, but I have to say I could never get the scar I wanted. Which is fair enough. I mean, there's infinite types of scars you can get, I suppose. But, you know, like the Witcher's scar looks different. I tried to make the Khal Drogo, I think his name is, the character from Game of Thrones. His scar looks different. Gamora has a silver face tattoo that Demon Souls doesn't have really, which is almost surprising because they even have those facial scarring type of tattoos. Not sure why you can't recolor the tattoos themselves. By the way, if it's not clear already, all the options are available for both genders. They don't lock anything at all. It's pretty free-for-all in that respect. Hair? I'll be honest, I wish they had more hairstyles. I mean, I can't complain. The detail on the ones they do have is stunning. Like, it has mass, weight, texture, shine, but there's only 24 options, and on almost all the characters I was trying to make, I couldn't quite match the hairstyles. Some of them got close though. The jaw section is pretty good, not much to say there. Has the options you'd expect. Mouth, not bad. I'll say straight away, I wish there was a slider to make the lips thinner as well as wider. Obviously, I mentioned you can't recolor the lips easily. I wish that had been considered, but I have to give credit to the teeth options. That was funny. That was a surprise. I've always wanted to be a shark, so thank you, Blue Point. Nose, good. Had all the options you'd want, I think. I mean, no piercings or anything, but the Souls games have never really been about like unlimited fashion. It's just a very good level for what it wants to achieve, I think. Ears, good. I kind of wanted to have some boxers ears for Connor. You know, the cauliflower squashed ears that fighters have. And also maybe some pointed ones that look more elvish, but they stuck with average ear types and that's fair enough. Eyes are pretty good. I like them. There's a few different pupil types, as you can see with my Geralt character from The Witcher. He has more of a slit pupil that I tried to go for, and I could add glow, which is a welcome option too. I've always liked the idea of making sorcery characters have glowing eyes, as if the magic's flowing through them. You get 2 tones for the eyes, which is nice, primary and secondary color. I wish you could tweak the squint, like how closed the eyes are a bit more. I would have preferred to have certain characters with smaller eyes. The brows are fine, except for the height. It's not enough. I kept wanting to bring the brows lower for a more intense expression, but it doesn't go low enough. You know, I'm not trying to blow things out of proportion here. Most people just want a character that looks really good and they can roleplay or create some kind of story around, and you can do that 100% here. The face section is basically presets again, so you have 16 different presets to choose between for the actual facial structure, and then you can fine-tune the width, height, and depth. Depth is so weird, by the way. Skin section is great. You can change the skin tones to the whole spectrum, the age and the weight. It's very cool. Then finally, what you'll probably be starting with is 48 completed presets at the top for you to choose from if you don't fancy spending time making your own character, although you can also use the presets as a base to begin working on your own designs, which is what I did. But aside from that, I feel like the overall way they've designed their character creator is a little bit more restrained to realism. It's a really, really good character creation, and you can still easily make disturbing, scary creatures if you want, but that would be more of a focused design sense rather than stretching the creation way past breaking point like you could do before. Now this wouldn't be complete unless I touched upon the incredible photo mode included in the Demon's Souls remake. But before that, there's one other menu system I want to commend Bluepoint for, and that's the help menu. I don't even need to check. I know this definitely would not have been a thing in the original, but I know this will help a lot of newcomers for the remake. They've written a short paragraph for each topic explaining the game's systems, and each one is accompanied by a helpful video showcase. Ones that stood out to me as a new player were vaulting, soul form, world and character tendencies, as these things were never included in the later Souls games. I'll be blunt here and tell you I still have no idea what tendencies mean, so I'll have to research that at some point. Now, as promised, I'll wrap up the first Demon's Souls episode with a look at the incredible photo mode. It's the first Souls title to give us this kind of freedom, and I really hope it remains a core feature in the future, although Bluepoint did it not FromSoft, so I guess we'll have to see. Upon trying it out initially, it almost felt like I was using a cheat engine on release. It's much more refined than that though. You are restricted within an invisible bubble around your character, and you can't go through objects like walls. But aside from that, you can move around freely, and the options they give you in this mode are massive. You can see your character's face by turning the helmet invisible, remove your weapon or shield, even if you're currently mid-riposte. You can strike a pose by changing your entire character's body gesture, or even change their facial expressions to create all kinds of interesting or funny situations. All the filters you saw in the previous section can be applied to your photos, as well as altering the field of view, changing the roll to make some Dutch angles, adding film grain, increasing the blur and depth of field, and of course finalizing the picture and color. Hopefully people found this as interesting as I do. I wanted to cover simple topics like these right after release rather than doing a ton of spoilery content, so hopefully that's appreciated. First impressions of the game have been great for me so far, and I think I'll end this video with a challenge to Iron Pineapple. Try and make a Shrek character better than this one. You got dared, you have to do it now. Ciao ciao, see you soon.